I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Switch that V6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate, we need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can't say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
Like, I'm like, why'd you do that? But I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I figured it out,
Huh. Well, what is going on, everybody? What is up, chat? We are live. It is the next podcast, guys. Dare I say, Starfield edition, man. Because when you look out there and you look into the gaming news, dude, it's all about Starfield right now, guys. It is all about Starfield. Whether it's haters trying to kill the hype or people that are experiencing things that they have never experienced before in gaming, man. I've seen a ton of stuff about Starfield, and we get to break down our experiences tonight. The good, the bad, and the Game of the Year nominee possibility. We will get into it, guys, but we got to get in to the intros, and I'm gonna start with let's start with the Lone Star State. This dude, I swear, he cannot stop playing this game. He might be the highest ranked space explorer that I know right now. Coming from Texas, of course, it is our brother Predator. Yo, Predator, what is up, man?
What's up, man?
Dude, you're just navigating the stars, bro.
I'm doing. Well, I told you what I was gonna do. I could have beat the game, I guess. What day was that? Was that Sunday?
It was like Monday, maybe.
When you said there's no way you're 100%ing this game, that day.
I don't think not. I mean,
I got faith in you, man. I think you can do it.
I gotta see what the other, because one is like reach level 100, and I can do it. I just don't know if I want to. But like, as long as I start getting XP boosted a little bit better, like, then maybe I can do it. But right now it's just like slow rolling. So, but we'll get into some more details of the game. My progress here when we get to talking.
Dude, I will say, man, you did not let me down. I knew as soon as you were gonna get a game like this in your hand, just from past experiences with like Assassin's Creed with you and other games like this, man. I knew you were diving in, from the top diving board, the professional diving board. Man, I think you're gonna 100% it, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I probably will. We'll get there. We'll see.
Nice, man. Let's see. Next on the list, this man, he was there and helped design one of the first really popular consoles. I'm talking about this man. He was like, you know what? That system doesn't look good black. You gotta put some wood grain on it. When it comes to the Atari, it is Sir X-Man himself. Sir X-Man, what is up, bro?
Leave me alone. I'm playing Starfield.
Dude, you're the one who jumped in here. Why do I gotta leave you? I can't leave you alone now if you're in here, bro. That's it. You're a part of the show. You're gonna answer questions, man.
It's called being a smartass.
I don't know anything about that, Sir X-Man. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not in my vocabulary, man.
Well, I knew you weren't smart, but damn.
Well, brother, I hope you can multitask, because, I'm going to be asking your thoughts and stuff like that. So
Starfield has a pause on it.
Yeah, because it is single player. Although me and my son were talking about it, and we're like, dude, if this was a co-op game, Oh my goodness.
Give them about a year or two. They'll integrate it.
We kind of said the same thing. That's funny, man. That's funny. But good to have you on, man. I'm gonna be picking your brain, for your opinions and stuff. But I got to get to the next man right now.
The pony
coming over from the West Coast. Now this man, his side of the country already dealt with a hurricane, and now my side of the country is getting threatened with pretty much the most powerful hurricane that is going to be forming this year. I might.
That's what you get for talking shit.
I might need your scuba suit, sir. I might need your scuba suit. I'm like a 5-minute walk away from the beach, man. Mm-hmm. But dude, I gotta get it.
One for me.
I gotta get that suit, bro. Of course, it is the Angry Otter himself, Dark Optimus. Yo, Dark, how the hell you been, man?
Good, man. What's up, man? I was sick last week, and plus we didn't have a show, so it was, dude. I don't know what the hell I got. I might have gotten COVID or something, dude. It was a wild ride. I don't know what the hell happened.
COVID's making a comeback, so it might have been. You gotta be careful out there, man.
Yeah, chest herpes. That's what he had.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it was pretty bad, but I'm back. I'm good. I'm feeling good. So. Yeah, let's get into it, dude. We got a lot to talk about.
Just remember, with taking antibiotics, after 24 hours or so, you're not contagious anymore, man. So, definitely been enough time. I don't think you're gonna get anybody sick here. So we're good. We're good with that, man. Guys, let's get into it because I know I was a part of the early access. I paid like the $32 to get the quote unquote legendary edition stuff for Starfield. For people who don't know, I didn't buy the game. I'm playing it through Game Pass. It's never going to leave Game Pass, so I really have no need to spend the actual, the money on the game, the $70 or whatnot. But I did buy the Legendary Edition. It does come with the first DLC, and it came with early access. That was one of the main reasons why we didn't have a show Thursday, because I thought give everybody some time to get in on the early access and kind of share thoughts and opinions and such. I gotta ask the panel. I do know the game is out, right? But who got the early access here?
Me.
So we got Sir X-Man. So
I did.
So all of us. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
I went a step further and got the Constellation Edition with the little watch and everything.
Ooh, you
you got the watch and everything, you bastard, man. Dude, they put the case in the game too. I found it the first day, and I was like, man, I couldn't get it in real life, but I got it in the game. Let's see. Let's go to I want to hear Dark on this first. Dark, you said you got the early access. This is a game kind of in your wheelhouse, that single player experience, that immersive world, kind of take you out of this world, put you somewhere else where you could be whatever you want to be. It's a real Dark Optimus game. I gotta ask you, man. Like, what are your thoughts so far? How are you liking the game? What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, it's a good game. Definitely a fun game to play. I'm actually really enjoying it a lot because it kind of reminds me a little bit of Mass Effect in a way, to where like at least the kind of the storyline I'm going through, which is like kind of more like the soldier, the UC what is it? I'm a UC Vanguard. So
you signed up with the Vanguard?
I've signed up with the Vanguard,
okay.
and they have missions in there where you feel like you're like a spy and stuff, and like you're infiltrating like different factions and stuff. It's freaking cool, man. That right there was really cool. I really like that. There are moments in the game, like the main story campaign, I'm not really feeling that much. It's kind of boring at times. And then it kind of picks up, and then it kind of gets slow again. So I'm not really like feeling that, but I am enjoying the what do you call it, the the side content.
All the other shit. We'll call it all the other shit.
All the other stuff, which is really what, you know, a Bethesda game is, right? Like you kind of enjoy more of the side content than you do the main content stuff. At least in a Bethesda game, I've noticed that with the majority of the Bethesda games. So, yeah, it's been a fun ride. I do have some gripes, like dogfighting is not that much fun. I feel like it's kind of just there to kind of.
I know. I need a little more. Like, when you say it's not fun, is it like, I can see you saying possibly it's slow and draggy, which.
Yeah, it's slow. It's draggy. I understand that you have to have, you do have to have perks in your, you know, if you're gonna do dogfighting and stuff. But I feel like I feel like I'm just too slow, Like when I'm flying through.
Did you get Mantis's ship yet?
No, I haven't gotten that yet.
It's called the Razor Leaf. I can almost guarantee, because like when it comes to the ship that you're first flying in. Yeah, I had my ass handed to me on a silver platter many times.
Well, I got another ship, but it's still not, that great. But I mean, other than really the dogfighting, I haven't really ran into too many problems with the game. I haven't. There's a few things here and there like pop in and stuff like that, of course. But that's with every game, right? There was. And with the story, like I'm not really feeling the Bethesda, type of storyline when it comes to the main quest, but that doesn't deter me from playing the game. I'm just doing all the side stuff that I can right now, and then jump right back in, because I jumped into the main quest and finished all the way up until you get your power or whatever, spoiler alert or whatever. But everybody should know that by now.
I mean, they tease it in the trailer. I am nowhere near even close to getting anything like that. I already know.
If I was you, Bot, I would go in and get that. Like as soon as you can, I would go in and get that.
I have a problem in that game when they introduce me to a new place. Like I didn't even go to the eye yet. All right.
Oh, okay. So you have attention deficit shiny then.
I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, what's that plan to do? Like, oh, there's a station over there. Oh, let's land there and see what's going on.
You definitely have ADOS like I do.
Oh my goodness! Like I
and there's moments, dude. Trust me, I was all like, I don't want to play the main story, but then I jumped in and was like, okay, well, I should probably at least play it to a certain point, because Game Ranks did a video on it where they were talking about how you should kind of get past this certain part, and it is actually worth it if you actually do get past that part in the main campaign. So I just recommend you go in and kind of get through the I think the mission's called what is it called?
It starts with the eye, and then
it starts with the eye. Starts with the eye, and then goes from there after that. Basically, as soon as you get your first power, basically in the game. So yeah, just play through that, and then you should be golden. To do all the side stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, I can't find a single moment in the game where I'm like, I fucking hate this game, like I'm hearing some people being like, oh, I just hate this game, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not getting that from the game. I feel like it's definitely a better, I would say it's definitely a one of the better polished Bethesda games that have come out in a while, especially with their RPGs. Like, I mean, Fallout 4 was very buggy, Skyrim was very buggy, almost game breaking.
77
games. Most of those games were buggy and almost to the point to where they were broken. So, but with this, I haven't really come across that, and I'm kind of glad about that. I think I'm like 30 something hours into the game, and I really haven't come across like a ton of bugs. I've come across a few, of course, but nothing to the point to where I'm like, this game is terrible. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I like to hear what everybody else thinks of the game.
Nice. And Sir X Man, I am definitely gonna jump into what your thoughts are. I want to share a couple things real quick when it comes to me, Starfield, kind of a couple of my thoughts as well.
Okay.
First off, I gotta let you guys know like my history with Bethesda. All right, like when it comes down to it, Morrowind was the last like big Bethesda game I personally really got into. All right, and I know a lot of people might point to Skyrim. I tried Skyrim out, and I liked the game. I just I was tired of the whole fantasy swords, dragons, and that whole situation, that whole world. So Skyrim really didn't pull me in because of that. I kind of liked the setup. I played it for a while. I played it for as much, and I was like, I'm just tired with that type of world in a game, and I didn't really get into it. Fallout, that rusty post-apocalyptic world, again, it's just another world that's been, in my opinion, just kind of thrown in video games so much that I didn't get into that too much either. Yeah. So.
Right. Yeah.
So
I feel you on that one, Bud.
So this game coming around with sci-fi, space exploration, up there, high tech, all that good stuff. It's really the first Bethesda game that was made with my likes at kind of like the center of it, the type of world stuff like that. So with saying that, this is really my first really big experience in a Bethesda game since Morrowind. All right, think about how long ago that was. All right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, certain things that people tell me this is what Bethesda does in their games have completely hooked me into this game. The randomness of certain things and the way you can land somewhere thinking something and then all of a sudden get pulled into this storyline and this conflict and these characters that are like made really well. Like you really start thinking about the characters and their situations, their feelings, the consequences, all that good stuff. And these are all side missions. Like it's not even the main mission, yo. And like I got pulled into, basically it felt like an intergalactic war between spacers and an alliance between two sects that were just had a war against each other, but these two groups, they had to come together. At least these divisions of those groups had to come together to fight off space pirates from trying to take over the whole thing. Like it was crazy, and to see all that evolve. Another thing is like I was fixing satellites, right, and I went to the satellite and there was a bunch of pirates there. And they kept whooping my ass, man. They kept whooping my ass. And I put my quick save right before I was fighting them. Okay? So anytime they beat me, I would be put like right back in front of them, ready to fight them again. Finally, it's like, yo, I got to do something. I don't know. I got to upgrade my ship. I did a quick jump to Mars. I did not expect them to follow me there.
Yeah.
Okay? And then when they followed me there, the Mars kind of like intergalactic battalion that's guarding that planet just unleashed hell on all of them. And I beat my mission that way. That's insane, dude. Like the randomness and kind of like, I don't want, like almost like the realism of the situations, the stuff that can happen. That's what's got me in this game, man. It's like, I can't wait to see what's around the next corner on the most random like planet. I've never this game in my mind is absolutely incredible for that fact. That randomness alone just kind of seals the deal for me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, man, but I don't know if you're used to it maybe with playing Bethesda games. Is this really what their games have been like throughout the years?
Pretty much, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is insane, yo. That is insane. And again, like I said, it's the world, it's the environment that I would just automatically gravitate towards. So, but yeah, Sir X, man, now that I got that off my chest, let people know that, I never really... it's been a while since I got into a Bethesda game, man. I got to ask you, what are your kind of like experiences and your opinions with Starfield so far, man?
Okay. I've played a few Bethesda games for a little bit, but there is one thing that's a Bethesda tradition that they didn't put in this game that I wish they would put back, where you can mark an area and it'll automatically go to that area, and you don't have to keep hitting the bumper to keep looking at where you gotta go. I wish I could just mark it, and that mark will stay there, and I go in that direction if I have a mission, instead of keep looking all around and pulling up that screen.
You're looking
the waypoint.
You're looking for the blue cursor, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Right, where you find it, you mark it, then you know exactly where to go. In this one, you have to keep searching for it. That's why I knocked off 5 points on my opinion on this game. Other than that,
so
the
keep
game
hitting
is
the
fine.
bumper. I got you. So keep hitting the left bumper to bring up your scan to see exactly.
Where am I supposed to be going? I want the wave marker back, where you just put it there. I don't need no arrows on the ground, but just let me mark where I need to go when I pick that mission. So I need to just go there. Now I know your ship location is always going to show up there, and that can stay there, but give me a wave location ability so I can mark it.
It's not a wave, it's a waypoint, not a wave point.
Right, a wave point. I'm sorry about that.
W-A-Y, there's no V in there.
Yo, let him be country, man. Let him be country, sir.
I don't know if he's saying it wrong. If
he's not King Mega. He's not country. Get out of here, dude.
That's why the Cowboys going to be 1-12.
Ooh. He's throwing shots at Pred right there, man. Damn.
I wish they would have a waypoint in the game. Other than that, I don't have a problem with this game. Even like when you get on a planet and you have an unknown area and stuff like that, like a cave that's unknown or a facility that's unknown, you gotta keep hitting the bumper to make sure you're going the right direction. I want to set a waypoint for that so I can just go right there instead of ended up drifting another way.
I will say, Sir X, man, that over time with this game, quality of life improvements in terms of like tagging and traveling and stuff like that. I see them definitely making adjustments in that area.
That's a Bethesda tradition in all their games.
Well,
you could always set waypoints. You could always set waypoints if you knew where you were going. You pull up the map, you set a waypoint, and you just go to that waypoint.
You going kind of hard on this waypoint thing. What do you think about the rest of the game?
No, I didn't.
But I told you.
We won't talk about any other part of the game until they fix the fucking waypoints, man.
Right? Yeah. I'm not playing the game until they fix that.
Man, I got 40-something hours in this game. All right.
Go ahead.
So, but no, everything else is good. I agree with some people that said that it takes a while to get to learn the game and the mechanics of the game and how you do your thing. Like, it took me a while to learn that, okay, I want to sell some stuff, not buy more stuff. So it took me a while to figure out, okay, I know it says sell, but why doesn't it look like I'm selling anything? So I figured that out. There's just a few little quirks that are easily remedied with time with the game. But this is the most addictive game that I have played since the OG Xbox. That's how addictive this game is. It's like you can't stop because you just want to keep going and going and going. Oh, and one more thing, I wish this game did have a meter for when you're getting close to your next rank. I wish they had that, so you know how much further you got to go.
Like on your HUD,
what?
like on your HUD, because I think they have it in the.
I just found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's like right below the name. I chose Stephanie because I picked a woman. Of course.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
So it's right below there, and it says level 10. So I'm just a few more clicks away from level 11. So I just know. Pretty much, I just been playing the game and haven't been paying attention to that. Because I pretty much have been in my inventory most of the time, the skills, and the next mission. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been into mostly. But no, the game is good. It's good, addictive, and this is like a 10-year or more game.
All right,
it is what it is.
Sir X-Man, I gotta ask you, man. Now you gotta think in this 40 hours or so that you have played the game, what is the most random thing that happened to you that kind of like that caught you, man? I'm gonna ask everybody this now too, because
I saw this stranded ship with a I guess a school teacher or something like that in there, and they had kids, and I didn't have the right materials to help them go on their way, so they still stranded.
You left them there.
I didn't have the equipment to help them with the ship. What could I do?
You left a teacher and a bunch of kids stranded in space.
Yeah, okay. They told me what they needed, but I didn't have it.
And he didn't want to go out there and get it either. It's too much work, man. Maybe if he stumbles across it, he might go back.
If I stumble across it, I'll go back. I learned also one thing that people should know about this game. When you go on things and you get inventory from people you kill or something that has multiple things to get, press X and go through it and see what you need and leave the other crap alone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I learned that, because I at the beginning, just like everybody else, I was just saying take everything.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't do that. Dude, even like weapons, there's a lot of weapons I just leave on people. I'm like, it doesn't hit any harder than what I have. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but usually I'll go back and pick up the weapon rack if I'm going back to Atlantis, and I'll sell the weapons off.
Oh yeah, I'll sell the higher ranked weapons out. I'll usually sell the weapons out that I used once I find something that's more powerful.
Weapons. Screw that. I'm gonna give them the low weapons.
I will pick up all the ammo because ammo has no mass, so you can carry as much of it as you can handle. Like it's infinite.
Right, ammo is just your clips, but everything else, if you're going back for a short term, and you're about to end everything that you killed, pick up all their weapons, and then just slow. You can't teleport back to your ship like that. But then go back to the planet. And go back to your loft where you got the infinite storage, and I'm letting my weapons build up. I'm letting my weapons build up for price later on. So then, because I'm getting those upgrades when I get points. So once those weapons level up, where I get more money for it, then I'll go sell it for more money at the higher price. I'll trade them in. So that's the best way to do it.
Hold on, you can level weapons up?
Yeah.
I have not seen that. I have not seen that.
You can level up the cost
on the benches, right? On the
benches.
Right,
on the marks, yeah. You can level up that.
Yeah, I still haven't dove. Man, damn, I still haven't dove into any of that either. I haven't dove into station building like space station, the outposts and stuff like that. I haven't done any of that. I haven't even really messed with my ships. I got the Mantis's ship, and I love that ship because
I'm talking about your
hold on, let me finish. All right, I love that ship because it's known as the Mantis's ship, right? And the Mantis hunts down pirates. So there'll be points in time where pirates will jump in. They'll see your ship, and you'll hear them over the radio. It's the Mantis! Yo, get out of here! And they start powering up their grav to jump out. It will actually intimidate them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Those little details is why I love this game. You know what I'm saying, man?
One thing that obsess me about the game when I'm on PC, because I run through most of Microsoft games that come to Game Pass automatically render in triple screen. This one doesn't. It only offers what was it, 2000 and something. Let me see. Hold on.
Pred, he's speaking your language right now. He's not speaking to us console guys, like, you know, talk about triple screen and all that good shit.
It only renders. Yeah, it only renders in 1280 resolution on 3 screens, so you're not getting all 3 screens. Forza does it. A whole bunch of other game renders it in triple screen, 5960. But this game doesn't do that. I hope they put an update for it can do that. You know, because I don't want to go out and buy a widescreen because I got 3 screens with bezels in between, so it's all immersive. But other than that, the game is flawless. Hey, Fred, I got a question for you.
Oh,
you got built-in crosshair on your PC too, right?
Yeah.
On your monitor? I do. It's awesome. It makes the targeting so much better when it leads to make the targeting so much better when you're in
you have like a cursor drawn in on your screen, like.
Yeah, it's built in. It's built in with the with
you can set your monitor up to have it set centered on your screen. I don't use it.
Okay, so that means in games you would like take the cursor off then, right?
It's like a dot.
Like the in-game cursor, you would take the in-game cursor off and have the one on your monitor on, right?
Mine is full crosshair. I can have a circle crosshair. I can have it in red or yellow. So I got it for right now.
Dark, this is what I get. This is what I get for not knowing about like PC gaming and then having a question about it. I'm more lost than when I first asked the question, dude.
But it lines up perfectly because you only got that little crosshair when you got certain weapons. So you switch it to a weapon that just have a dot, that crosshair will always be there in the middle.
Got you. All right.
But no, I'm loving this game. 9.5.
He gave a number and everything. All right, well, let's go back to Dark. Dark, I gotta ask you, dude. I need to know your most random experience so far in Starfield. Everybody has one. I've noticed everybody has this one thing. It's like, oh my goodness.
I'd have to say on the planet Aquila.
Okay.
There was a moment where I had to I was walking and I heard this woman talking about how she needed somebody to help with donations for the homeless on Aquila.
Oh yeah, I was over there. I remember that.
So then I talked to her and like she gave me this quest line where I have to go around and pick up these donations, and I'd go to this. I went to 2 of them, got the donations from 2 of them, but there was one of them that was all like, I don't want to give out any donations. This is not what we do, you know. It's like I was just like, oh, if you weren't somebody who I would trade things for, I would shoot you in the face right and he
thought about it. Yeah, he had his hand on his gun and everything. He thought about it.
Yeah, like, he never budged. So we didn't get a donation from him, but that was kind of a cool like little moment in the game where it was like a small little side quest that just wasn't even very long. It was just, you know, go here, do that, but it was kind of cool because I overheard it from, you know, just walking around.
I know what he's talking about. It takes you away and puts you in another aspect of the game.
Yeah.
And makes you feel good that it's just a break from the main mission. And you feel like, you know what I'm saying? You're doing something else. Yeah.
Well, that happens more often than not, though. Like, there's so many moments where you're just walking around in the city of Aquila or you're walking around in New Atlantis or whatever, and you overhear a conversation and you're like, okay, maybe I'll go talk to these people, and then you talk to them, and then they give you another mission to do. Like there's just so much of that in the game. But then I also, there's moments where I saw people were having trouble trying to find shops to buy stuff, and I was just like, literally, you go to New Atlantis, you go to the commercial district or the residential district, and there's literally signs, big signs saying Arsenal or whatever, like it says something Arsenal, and you're just like, oh, Arsenal, that means go buy a gun or ammo, It's like, I'm just like, how are people having these issues with the game? Like, I'm
so sorry. I'm so happy I found that Arsenal store.
but it's like, it's
people got spoon-fed locations for so long with like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that.
That's the biggest problem, is that people are spoon-fed these locations, and in here you're not spoon-fed that. You're not just. It's not just given to you. You have to go out and you have to find it. And you have to earn it.
Dark, just like real life in the game. What I do is I find my favorite stores on whatever planets, and I remember where they are. Like I remember where I get the most for like spacesuits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember like real life. You'd be like, yeah, take a left on Main Street, go down. It's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's what I do.
Exactly. Like muscle memory helps you remember. What to do, where to go, and do things like that. So, yeah, I don't understand that about people, but yeah, man, I think that was a fun little random thing that I encountered.
Nice.
If I was to score this game, I would probably give it an 8 right now, an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
But that's only because of the damn dogfighting, dude. I honestly, it's the damn dogfighting, dude. I really was hoping that the dogfighting was going to be so good.
You know what's crazy with me about the dogfighting, dude? I got this thing. I forgot. It's almost like a light phobia. You get like there's a fear of like high ceilings and stuff like that. I get a weird feeling when I'm flying in space, and I feel like this. The game's helping me through an issue I've had ever since I was small.
You get vertigo.
What happened?
You get vertigo.
It's so weird. Like I feel like I will kind of like lean myself towards the ground. Like it's such a weird feeling. Mm-hmm. Like I've managed it my whole life. It's nothing that like people have extreme phobias, shit like that. Like I can deal with it, but I feel like this game, because I get that feeling when I'm in space, like doing the fights and stuff.
I love space.
Oh my goodness, man, it's crazy though.
Honestly, I enjoy the hand-to-hand combat more than anything, and then of course the mission structure, like especially the side stuff. Like the side stuff is really where the meat and potatoes are of the game.
Yo, Dark, it's funny you said side. Like the gameplay that's going on now, it's the artifact on Aquila, right? Now, afterwards when you leave, you've done that mission, right? I know a lot of people already have. Like, you run into Shaw from the Shaw gang.
Yeah.
I worked out. I persuaded her to like. I'm like, yo, you're gonna be in the history books with us. Like, she's like, oh, the Shaw gang's name on paper. That's not on a wanted poster. Like, she was down with it. Persuade. Everything was cool, right? Then all of a sudden, like, native kind of like species started attacking. I threw a grenade, accidentally hit one of her gang, and I ended up having to kill her anyway. Like,
when that happened to me, dude, I saw those creatures coming. I was just like, I'm out of here.
So you just
I just left them to die. I was just like, I'm just leaving them to die. I don't care.
No, I tried to help and it backfired, man.
I'm like, nope, I'm not helping them. I'm out of here.
And dude, not for anything, but my quick save was way too far like back for me to be like, you know what?
But,
I'm gonna go back and make sure,
That's the beauty of the game, right? You have a different experience than I have than I do, right?
Dude, and it's so great talking about them too, man.
And I did it.
Yeah.
So it's just
I'm
like
here. I'm here just so you know. Like.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting to you, Pred. We're definitely getting to you.
yeah, you got to get to Pred,
dude. Yeah. You're like a level 40. You got so much experience in it. I can imagine like the stuff that you forgot happened to you already, man. But yeah, now we're gonna swing it over to Pred now. Now, Pred, again, being the most experienced Star Navigator on this panel, I gotta ask you a random moment, man, something that really kind of caught you off guard and maybe brought you down in like a different direction than where you were going, man. What do you got for us, bro?
I was listening to y'all talk about y'all's experiences. So I went like far. What I've been trying to do is kind of go and get all the red off my star map, which requires you to kind of jump from planet to planet. So I ended up going to one area, and there was a space station. It was way out there in the far left side of the map, or whatever. I don't know what it was, what planet it was, or where it was nearby. But
you're gonna cause
I saw it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go on this motherfucker, right? So I jump on there. I dock because like no one's on the ship. Everyone's like, you have to go through all the files and stuff like that. And so I get down to this one room because it kind of lulls you in because you're like, oh, everybody is on here. They're dead. You know, you're thinking they're just doing like a, you know, let me figure out what kind of happened mission type deal.
Yeah.
And like you get into this area, and everything is like organic. And you start the further you go on to the spaceship, the dock, whatever, it gets more organic. And then all of a sudden, this thing jumps out, and I wrote the name down. It's called the XL-069 Interloper. And it's like a spider, or whatever the fuck it is, and it one hit killed me.
Yo, it scared the shit out of you, I bet, right?
It scared the shit out of me because I was because there was nothing on the ship, and I just dead bodies. So I knew I was going to run into something at some point. But when it came out, I wasn't ready for it, and like, bam, it hit me. I think I died like 3 or 4 times in that damn thing, but I ended up just throwing a bunch of mines at his ass and killed it. But I mean, like, it just scared the shit out of me because I was not expecting that. Because like you can hear the sounds in the background because I had the headset on. It's like, and it's all around you. It kind of reminded me of what's the other game we're waiting to come out with all the weird sounds in your ears?
Hellblade.
In other words, that part said you are not ready for this.
Yeah, like you could, it was like Hellblade. Like you could hear these sounds like all in your headset. You just didn't know where the fuck they're coming from. And it just jumped out and fucking bam, and like dead. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And you could see it like crawling around and shit like that. So I went back because luckily my save was right at the beginning of the ship or whatever. So I went back to the ship again, and I kind of remember where I was at, and I saw where it was kind of tunneled in like in this little section, and my dumbass went down there again, and I got killed again. So I think I did like.
You're like, now I know where it's coming from. It's all good. I know where it's coming from now.
Yeah, but I saved it right before I walked in there, so I didn't have to start off and go through the whole damn. And when I get to the point about little quirks and stuff like that about the game, you should kind of like start paying attention to. Like, but that was one of the things I started learning to do was quick save. When you're getting ready to go, like you've traveled a long fucking distance and you like your health is low or something like that, quick save, because you can always go back and reload, you know, the previous save before that if you need to. If you like you were saying before, you were in the section where you were just getting killed because your health was low, whatever. And just you can go back and just reload the previous save. But I got to the point where I started quick saving a lot more frequently than I normally would, because like you don't see the auto save on the top right corner where the hell it is most of the time. So
no,
if I got somewhere, I'd just be like, let me just quick save real quick because I want to come back to this and I have to go through all this other bullshit again to get to this point. So that was my moment that I remember. There's been some others. I don't, and some of it's like spoiler type shit, so I don't want to get into it. But that was the one that kind of got me like in the beginning, like like once I got pretty far in the game. But I'm a level 29 right now.
Oh, I thought you were level 40. My bad.
No, 29 and a half. I said 30, almost 30 earlier, and you was like, oh, okay.
I thought you said. I heard 40. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, you can definitely 100% that, man. You can definitely get.
I heard him say 30.
Okay, I heard it wrong. Okay, sir, explain. My bad. Yeah.
So some tips on this, like y'all were talking about the storage below, and I didn't know that until I kind of stumbled across it. Like, put your resources in that, because that's what you're going to use to actually do your upgrades and stuff like that. So if they're right there, you can just pop in and grab them if you need to, or just pull them from the ship, whatever. But like if there's a chest there right in that same area where you can do all your like in that same room. It's on the bottom floor of the what's it called? One of y'all, the main hub area of Atlantis that you go to. I forgot what it's called.
The lodge.
The lodge. So like in the lodge, if you go to the bottom floor, you can go in there. Everything is down that you need. You got all the stations that you need to kind of recalibrate weapons and all that kind of stuff. It's down there. So put all your resources in that safe. That way they're there if you need them. You know, you don't have to carry them on you or have them stuck on the ship in your hold because that's where you're going to actually use most of the shit anyway. So just leave it there.
Yeah, that storage for me is in my bedroom in the loft. That's safe.
Mine's downstairs. Yeah, I have one downstairs. There's one. I use the one downstairs because everything else is down there too. So like, there's a cooking station, there's the weapon station, there's a pharmaceutical station. It's all down there. So anytime we need to do any upgrades, I just stash everything there. And if I actually need to go pull something out, I can just go grab it when I need to do an upgrade. So that's where I stash all my shit at. But
That makes sense.
So I would give this game about a 9, maybe even like 8.5. And I think like what Dark was saying, like the space combat, I don't like. And I don't even like the shooting mechanics of the game. And then I'm going through my dislikes real quick. And then like the NPCs that come with you, sometimes they help, but sometimes they just get in the fucking way. You know, like you'll be trying to get through a doorway and you're standing there.
God,
like,
I hate that.
Like, you move the fuck out the goddamn way. Like I was like, just stop following me. You know, like it's like they might kill
I shot Barrett many times. I shot Barrett many times.
Well, yeah, I've killed that motherfucker. Not Barrett, but the robot. I've thrown grenades. And he just stands there and boom, he dies. You know, like, and so like. The only good thing about having him, sometimes he shields you from other shit that's coming to you, but like he also gets in the way from other shit too. He'll just pop right back up and just take a beating, but like he's just in the way sometimes. So like they don't really help you. I did run into 2 bugs, and I think it was like literally like timed it perfectly when this happened. Like I think I was going, I was actually an NPC was trying to talk to me, and I was trying to use the pharmaceutical table at the same time, and I was just stuck there. So I did reload, come back, and there's one other small one, but it wasn't bad. I mean, but those are stuff I kind of triggered just by like being impatient. But they were there, but they're not like game-breaking bugs or anything like that. Like you'll see some pop in and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, like the gameplay, the story, like I'm at the end of the game where I can actually finish the main story, but I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to unlock some other shit before I go there because I want to see if there's like a different ending that I'm missing. You know. So I'm right there at the last mission. I assume it's the last mission. It could be more after that, but like it's I can't finish it even if I wanted to. It's like my character's not strong enough yet. So I've been basically just going around building up my character a little bit better. So if you're gonna rush through it, I would say focus on some of your shipbuilding, because you're gonna need that near the end. And it's like, again, it's the aspect of the game I hate the most is the flying and those battles. But with the Mantis, you know, most people just run away from your ass anyway. That's
amazing too.
Inventory. I mean, like the inventory system is terrible. Like, I mean, I get that we got that little area down that we can like put our own shit in there. But like, as far as the ship hull and stuff like that, like I know you can increase it, but it's like it's still never seems like it's enough. You know. No matter what ship you have, it just never seems like you have enough space in that thing.
What license? Like, can you fly like C-class ships and stuff like that?
No, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm still like whatever the Mantis is like the best ship I have right now. Whatever it's called, because you know the name. But whatever ship that you get from that mission, that's the best ship I have right now.
Razor Leaf.
Razor Leaf.
I love that ship, bro. I love that ship.
I love it.
I have a feeling that maybe if you get into the higher classes, maybe what you're talking about might be resolved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That would be the only thing.
I literally just as we were playing, as you guys were just talking, I literally boarded a ship I've never seen before. So I'm hoping, and I boarded it. They fired on me, and I shot the fuck out of it with the Mantis.
I'm gonna steal a ship before I have to go to sleep tonight to get ready for work tomorrow. I made up my mind as we've been talking, yo. It's been nothing but Starfield, Pred. Dude, it's been nothing but I don't know. Have you been really doing anything else besides?
No,
Like,
I mean I've been
Starfield?
no life in this. For me to be at level 30 already. So
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been no life in this since Thursday. So, and to be honest with you, like about 2 days of it was that one faction. And I didn't realize like how long that shit. Well, I kept thinking I was done, and there'd be like more to it. I'm like, fuck. So that's just one. So like, there's like 4 factions, maybe 5 in there. You got to do like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'll do it eventually.
Well, I want to get through that faction, and you could just tell me yes or no on this, because like I feel like they got some cool looking gear over there. I like the style of the clothes that the people are wearing. So I'm hoping that there's some type of
You'll get a suit in that mission.
Okay, got you.
It's
See,
like well, no. It's a stealth suit. It's not the one that you disappear with. Everybody's been showing on. It's not that one. It's almost like some Splinter Cell type shit.
Yeah, I want that. Okay,
You want to hear a good comment about this game?
let's hear it. Was it Jaffe?
No, it's big. And there's too much to fucking do in this damn game.
Don't you dare
There's a
say
lot
that.
to do.
Don't you dare say that.
There's a
Don't you
lot
dare
to
say
do.
there's too much.
Dude, this game, you put more time in this game than you do in your NBA 2K.
Which I did get. I picked that up today, by the way. 25th anniversary edition. I will be getting NBA League Pass as well.
Yeah, I
Shout
haven't
out
even
to
gotten
2K
to
for
the
that
building stuff on the
collaboration.
planets yet. So like, I haven't even got to.
Oh
that
yeah, I
point.
haven't done that yet either. I marked some places, but I haven't got to that part.
I'm still going through crafting at this point. Like I'm still trying to get that shit down.
Have
actually
you guys
upgraded a weapon.
found the 0G casino? It's not running, but
Yeah, I found it.
okay, cool. Because I thought that was.
Did you get the
freaking cool.
code for it? All the
Yes,
stuff in there. Too?
yes.
Okay.
That anytime you talk about credits, I'm there, bro. I'm there. I'm like,
Yeah.
credits? I got this. that's what.
Another get you a ship with you can hide your stuff on too.
Yeah.
Upgrade that
For
cargo hold so you can hide your stolen
contraband.
gear and sell it.
All the contraband.
Yeah.
I had to leave human organs behind at one point.
You can steal that shit back if you get caught. Like you just sneak up right back to the chest and steal it right back out again. But you're gonna get caught because of your thing. But like, I think me and you kind of talked about this before. But like those powers, like I've been focusing on those legit. That's all I've been doing the last like day is trying to rack up all those powers because like you'll run into an enemy after you get them that gives you a lot of XP. And then like on the planets, like I kill shit with the little laser gun they give you, the little miner thing that they give you at the very beginning of the game instead of using your ammo. Use that to kill everything. Yeah, because like you use that cutter, man, you can get like about like a group of animals or whatever. You can get like 150, 300 XP right there. So I've been trying to boost up my character that way.
Intergalactic safari hunts for XP, man. That's what
I just burn the fuck out of it, man. Like,
Oh, and here's one tip. This is one of the most important things. Always go to the medical facility and get as many med packs as you can possibly
I scoop
get.
them from all the stores, like in the planets before I leave. Like I hook myself up because
No,
I have
I'm talking about in Atlantis. Go there and get as many med packs as you can.
Well, no, they have they have med packs all over the galaxy, like all over all the solar
Aquila
system.
has them.
Yeah.
I mean, every place has them. So.
Yeah. So, but I'm constantly I click buy all on any of the stores that have them. I clear
same
them
with
out
ammo.
all the time.
I'm the same with ammo. Buy all ammo.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look for this shit.
too. Yeah.
And I only really run with like 3 weapons. I run a shotgun. I have a pistol I like, and I have a long range sniper. And the thing is, and this is like I was talking about the inventory. Like, I don't even know what fucking ammo I need for most weapons without having to go back into the inventory.
I done practiced. I've learned them.
But
Yeah,
once
I
you
know,
look
but
at
I
it,
only
don't
have
you
3
remember
weapons
it
now?
though? Once you
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
it, don't you remember it though?
Yeah, well, now that I'm only running with 3 weapons, like the 3 main weapons I like using, like I know what I'm getting. Like I need this 11mm. I need this, I know that now. But in the very beginning, I was like, because we were talking before, like there's stuff that they don't tell you. It doesn't. That's another knock that I like and I don't like at the same time. It's like they don't feed you anything. Like you gotta find it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
See, I like that though. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but once
Dark,
you
did
get,
we just
once you
hold on,
realize
Dark?
that-
Did we just agree on something about a game?
I think so.
Holy
dude.
shit, yo!
Once you realize that, though, you're like, okay, they're not gonna tell me this. I gotta find it on my fucking own. So, like, like I didn't know how to pick locks. I'm a fucking expert at that shit now. Like, it's like the easiest part of me with the digipicks. I didn't know how to do that shit in the beginning.
Dude, I blew through so many before I learned what I was doing.
Oh, what I do now is I start with the
Yeah, in the
inside.
beginning, you blow through them pretty quickly because you don't really know what you're doing. But once you start getting that perk where you can unlock better and better, like master class type of locks, it just gets easier because you kind of know where these certain things have to go.
Yeah, I just start with the inner circle. I try to get that puzzle fixed first, and once you get that one, you do the outer ones. Like it's been so much easier once I figured out to do it that way instead of trying to do the outer ones first because they try and trick you. Like it looks like it's gonna fit.
You gotta investigate the inner one first because sometimes you can use on the top line. You can use two of those picks, and you gotta decide which one will work separately. If they're spread apart, then you figure out the outside. But you look also on the inside and see, okay, I'm gonna have one that's that link too. So you got to figure out the puzzle before you start using them. Because once you use one and it don't work right with the other ones, you got to start all over again.
You start undoing it and stuff like that. You start losing
digipicks.
digipicks.
But if you unlock that perk with the master lock picking, you get like 4 auto
picks or whatever.
Yeah, auto picks. So you can.
I rarely use my auto picks. Once I figured out how to do the locks, I don't
use them. But
I like figuring
guys,
out.
welcome to Digipick tutorial.
I like figuring out those puzzles though. I mean, it's all it is just a mini puzzle, and I like that.
It's fun. One thing I do want to mention that isn't really along the lines with it is along the lines with Starfield, but it's kind of a different changing of the subject a little bit. People need to stop comparing this game to Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, why, sir? Please tell us why.
Because Baldur's Gate 3 is a completely different type of game.
Oh, say that again.
A completely different type of RPG.
Woo.
Completely different. This game, like, I'm playing them both. So I'm playing both Baldur's Gate 3 and I'm playing Starfield. And honestly, I love them both equally in the terms of like I like Starfield for its sci-fi, action shooter type of thing. And then I like Baldur's Gate for its, tactical, story, really, because of its story, really, because the story's really good in it. But yeah, people just need to stop comparing these two games because they're nothing alike at all.
Well, isn't Baldur's Gate like a turn-based die roller type RPG?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is definitely dice rolling, not during combat. You don't roll the dice during combat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it automatically rolls for you in the combat, but the combat is definitely strategic, where it's more like Fire Emblem and stuff like that. It's kind of like that kind of strategic, and you have different abilities that you can utilize to kind of help you out in battle and stuff. And Starfield is an action RPG. It's definitely action based, and I'm just so sick and tired of hearing people fucking compare the two because they're not even remotely close. And you can
this
like
is
both.
Actually, the first of its kind, Dark. What do you think?
What?
This game is actually the first of its kind. What do you think?
What game? Which game, though?
Starfield. It's actually the first of its kind. If you think about it. I know there's been other games that might have been close.
I wouldn't say
like this.
I would say it's the first of its kind in terms of sci-fi. The sci-fi aspect of it is definitely more broadened than sci-fi games. So yeah, I would say it's definitely.
I think it's still a
little bit
Bethesda
more-
game. I think
But
that's
it's still a
that's
Bethesda
what
game. Yeah.
that's what it
It's
is, a Bethesda
definitely
game. But
still
the
that.
scope is bigger. I think that's
Right. The scope is bigger.
I think that's what makes
and
it
it
feel
feels
new.
different.
Yeah, it makes it feel
Right.
new that way.
and it
man.
exactly. And and that's why I'm just like, I don't know why people are comparing these, because they're completely different games, man. They're completely different. And I'd be surprised if people actually finish Baldur's Gate 3, because it's very deep. It's a very deep rooted high fantasy type of game,
I
And
don't.
it's very deep rooted.
Yeah, I don't
And
think I don't think I'm in there, man.
I don't think you're gonna like it, but
Yeah,
I honestly don't.
no. Like I
Don't-
don't think so either.
Oh, go ahead. Don't pick up
But-
that Tim shit. It's completely useless.
What? What?
That Tim
Don't
stuff in the little packets, those blocks that are in packets that's supposed to be like healing stuff. Don't get it. It ain't
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything that tells you it'll give you 5 XP. That's nothing to take.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I definitely feel like Starfield is different. They're completely different, and Starfield has its moments though where it's like, holy crap, this is freaking amazing.
Addictive.
Addictive.
Well,
Yes.
look-
And the same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. It has its moments of where you're just like, oh, I need to go here, I need to go do this, I need to find this person, or I need to go here and kill these goblins or whatever, and you have those moments where you're just like, holy shit. So I think both games are definitely worth playing if you have the time or you have the money to do it.
Mhm.
Definitely do it. I don't have the time to do it, but I'm doing it, and I know I know I'm gonna definitely at some point be like, okay, I need to finish one of these before Spider-Man comes out. But hopefully I can do that. But I know both
I
these
can
games
almost
are
guarantee
huge.
you that no matter where you are in Starfield, when Spider-Man 2 comes
Yeah.
out, you can jump out of Starfield, go play that, and beat that, and still have enough recollection and kind of like strings
Yeah,
to
you can-
Starfield
yeah.
to jump back in and play it. Yeah.
Well, I agree, because I mean, let's face it, Spider-Man's probably going to be maybe 20 hours, maybe at the most.
Nah, it'd probably be more
So-
than that.
It could be more than that. But
Well, it
I mean,
depends on
it's
how many
gonna be
pigeons
around
you got to
that.
catch. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be around that time frame, right? To beat the story, right? So I mean, you're not really going to be spending, like a ton of time in it. You could definitely finish it in a weekend. So yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, you could definitely.
Yeah, Doug,
But with Starfield,
Doug,
I don't think you could. You could finish it in a weekend. But
So
you can finish it, but you're not gonna get the same.
you can finish the
You're
main
gonna get
story.
you're gonna get a very, very watered down version of Starfield if you just go through the main campaign.
Hold on, real
You're
quick,
better off.
Real
going
quick, I
through
want to say
everything.
something from the chat, because our buddy Portal out there, shout out to Portal, he's like, I don't see people comparing it to Baldur's Gate, but No Man's Sky. Now, first off, they did try. They did try, and again, it makes no sense. Now, when it comes to No Man's Sky, I feel like Hello Games really needs to go out
It's
there.
not No Man's
Hold on,
Sky either.
Can I
though.
finish?
Like, it's
Can
not.
I just want to
I
say,
know. I know.
okay. Hello Games probably should go out on social media and say thank you to Bethesda, because what has happened is the people that are trying to downplay Starfield have went in and played No Man's Sky to share those screenshots and those clips and stuff like that. So inherently, Starfield coming out has gotten more people to play No Man's Sky as well. So they should probably say thank you for that, being those people that are trying to prove that there's no way, a game coming out of the Xbox camp could be any good or anything like that. So there, with No Man's Sky, in how they were able to build such a big world for people who are in game development. When you learn about what they did with something called voxels in creating that world and giving the space in order to make it so big, you know, with the randomness and stuff like that. But those voxels are the reason why when you shoot a rock, if you shoot out the bottom of the rock, the top of the rock will stay suspended in the air. Has no physics or anything like that whatsoever. All right? It's kind of like, it's a really cool mirror trick that they did, and they did a great job, yo. But it's nothing compared to Starfield, all right? You don't even compare those games. Let No Man's Sky be what it is. Let Starfield be what it is. Let's be real.
Exactly, Bot. Let these games be what they are. Enjoy them, play them, and let's have fun. You know, let's stop freaking trying to compare games to other games when it's like, what's the point, right? Like you're just gonna be miserable sitting there talking about a game like that. Like it's crazy. It's ridiculous, man.
All right, well, check this out. I got to ask you guys, really kind of round this up, because I did put, you know, Game of the Year with question marks in the title, and I will let you know, up until I played Starfield, Hogwarts was my Game of the Year, no doubt. I got to say, this one is taking it over for me, man. You know, if I had the vote in on when it comes to Game of the Year, as far as now goes, and, you know, I know Spider-Man is not out yet. Like, to me, it's a different type of game that, like, I feel...
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm really in the moment now. Like, I know what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing the release of the Bethesda game. The same way, kind of like when Skyrim first came out. The same way when Morrowind came out. Like, we're seeing the release of a Bethesda game, and we're seeing the classic kind of like reaction to it. People sharing these experiences, these unique characters, these unique storylines. You know, people can try to fight it, like it or not, but this game is now rooted in the industry and in the community. All right, and
I think it's funny when people try to fight it, though.
Dude, well, the funny thing is, if you remember Pete Hines' interview during Gamescom, he was like, I'm really excited at everybody's kind of like positive opinion and experience of Starfield. And he's like, and it's just the base game. Like, he's even surprised. He was even surprised at how, you know, many people were saying good things, because they have so many plans to expand this game further. He's like, it's just the base game. So that tells me that there is just so much more on the horizon in terms of content. Again, quality of life for Sir X-Man over there, you know, and I will say, you know, there are people out there that complain about like loading screens and stuff. Now, I can see where they would have the problem. Me, myself, not necessarily a big deal. I feel like this is an open world game where they've kind of cut off a lot of the emptiness of an open world game. That's where I feel like the I guess the loading screens and stuff like that. I feel like they bring me to the place that has bad stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's bringing stuff to me.
Very long.
Yeah, like they're not long at all. But again, I can. There are people that don't have that same amount of patience either. So I can see where some people out there.
Well, then don't play an RPG then. I'm sorry. Don't play RPGs then. Because if you don't have,
what do you think the 2K basketball is?
If you don't have the patience for games like this, then don't play them, because you're just going to be disappointed every single time. Because Baldur's Gate 3, I have news for you, has loading screens. So I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just trying to be nice, just trying to be a little.
No, I know.
Just trying to be a little.
I'm not really talking about.
And we got Dark going for the throat right now. Dark is going for the throat. He's like, fuck all
I'm sick
y'all.
and tired of people. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about bullshit that has been going on in RPGs.
But Dark, they don't tell you where you can buy guns, Dark. They don't tell you where you can go and get them. Don't look at that sign that says Arsenal, okay? Don't look at that.
I'm so sick and tired of people
big
being like,
neon gun in the window.
I want everything handed to me. I want everything handed to me like I have in life. Life has been handed to me like a silver spoon. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Well, Dark, okay, Dark, I gotta ask you, Dark. Game of the Year nominee. I'm asking you right now. Do you think it is right now?
It definitely has potential to be game of the year. For me personally, I'll still say.
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Tears of
nominee.
Kingdom,
Again, games are
But
still
nominee?
coming out. It would just
I definitely-
being in there. Yeah.
I definitely see this and Baldur's Gate 3 in there. I see, I wish Hogwarts Legacy would be in there, but I highly doubt it, only for the controversy that's behind it.
Oh,
but
everybody
I also
forgot
see
about that.
Tears
We're
of the
good.
Kingdom.
We're good about that
Tears of the
controversy.
Kingdom and Diablo 4. I mean, there's
Ooh, there's so
this is the
many.
year-
Damn.
This is the year of RPGs, and it's been fantastic, especially for me, man. I'm just ecstatic about everything that has come out.
Dude, with the
since
words
this year.
coming out of your mouth, it is suggesting that Spider-Man 2 might not catch a nomination.
it's
Yeah,
very
it's
possible.
Jeff Keighley.
It's
Come on,
very-
dude. He gonna put it in there.
I know.
But
Speaking
speaking
of
of Jeff
possible,
Keighley,
then it
he
might
did
not.
not mention shit about Starfield when it came out.
Nope.
He didn't.
No, you're really quiet,
No, no.
man. Really quiet.
He didn't mention shit.
You know who else is really quiet? The Sony people about their damn prices going up.
Yeah.
Oh, PS
No,
Plus.
those are the ones that
PS
are
Plus.
quiet. Yeah.
They don't want to talk about that, dude. They really don't.
Hey, Dark, are you
I
gonna
haven't-
pay for that?
Dude, I haven't had PlayStation Plus in a year, so I'm not.
Damn,
I'm
you
not-
already bowed out.
Dude, he plays
Yeah,
single player games, man. Like,
If I played more multiplayer, then yeah, I would totally get it. But I mean, if I'm gonna play multiplayer, I'll play it on my Xbox because I have Game Pass. So, and that comes with
I thought he was gonna
Golden.
say because he has real friends on Xbox Live, but okay.
I mean, I do have more friends on Xbox Live. I will say that I have like over 100 and something on Xbox, and only like maybe 20 or 30 on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is low, bro.
See?
But if I was to play a multiplayer game, I would probably play it on Xbox only because of the simple fact that it's probably going
That's
to be
where
on
we're all at.
it's probably going to be on Game Pass, and I don't have to pay extra for it.
Ooh.
So.
Yo, speaking of Game Pass, I just got to throw it out there, guys. I am looking for people to go live with me on in Party Animals when that game goes live.
Keep looking.
We'll still be playing Starfield.
I'm
dude. I don't
talking
know
to
what
the
you're talking
chat, because I'm pretty sure nobody on this panel would join me on that because they're all assholes.
I might join you on that because we played Gang Beasts together.
I love
remember that.
Gang
We
Beasts
played
too.
that.
Dude,
And
that
when
was
does game
hilarious,
come
man.
out? When does that game come out?
This month. I forgot the actual day, but
Is it this month? Ooh.
yeah, you can pre-download it now.
I'm
So-
just saying we also got Cyberpunk 2077.
Yo, dude,
Phantom
so
Liberty
much,
as well.
so much, dude.
Dude,
we,
it's-
I still have City Skylines 2.
and
that's
Lies
dropped-
of P. Is out like what in 2 weeks? So.
Yeah, and then Forza Motorsport in October. Like, yo, dude, it's insane right now,
it's
man.
insane, bro.
Yo,
It's insane, bro.
You can forget about it, dude. Cause Mortal Kombat's coming out.
no, I
Mortal
won't
Kombat
forget
as
about
well.
anything just
Jesus.
said, and you could just add Mortal Kombat to. Although, I'm not sure if I'll be able to buy that right off the bat. So,
I game
I'm
share
not-
with
shout out to
somebody.
all my
I get
friends.
it.
Shout out to all my NBA 2K friends that I shared a tweet with today on I guess Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, showing how I copped 2K24 and where they at, and they're like, yeah, we'll get it in like a week. I'm like, you
Well, playing
bastards, yo.
Starfield, dude. What's wrong with you?
Starfield, man.
You bastards.
Stop playing no
man.
goddamn basketball. You playing a goddamn year.
That's all right. I'll be a week ahead of everybody, man. You don't want that to happen.
Starfield will last for 10 years. You might be able to forget about basketball for a while.
Dude, I can play both. I have no problem playing both.
I'm thinking
Yeah, you
10
can definitely with games like that. You could definitely play both because honestly, with NBA 2K, you don't jump in and completely try to finish the game.
No, you don't.
He
got,
does.
With Star-
You got seasons that there's 8 seasons per
Yeah.
year per game they're and now they connected the My Team and My Player together where like you don't have 2 separate season passes. They're just one season pass that it's all accumulative. So you don't have to pick where you're going, you get points for whatever you're playing, But yeah, so I got a crazy rest of the year coming as well. So I gotta ask Fred, Game of the Year nominee, man, and you heard from Dark, man. He started, kind of like calling out games and stuff. It's like, wow, we got a pretty good list built, being built up here. What do you think about Starfield? You have played the most, man, that I know. So, Game of the Year nominee here, man.
Definitely, yeah. I'd be disappointed if it wasn't up there. I mean, we've seen worse games get nominated for Game of the Year. Like those little, you always have those, like, you'll get like your big titles, like you get your Zelda and like, stuff like that thrown in with God of War or something like that, and then, Red Dead, and then you'll have some game like, I don't know, fucking Overwatch, thrown in there, like, or some smaller indie title that gets thrown in that just basically sucks votes for no fucking reason. Like, so I'd be disappointed if this didn't get a nomination. It's gonna win some awards. I don't know if it's gonna get Game of the Year just because the people that vote, on this sort of thing sometimes, like the fans, typically will be like, "Fuck it, it's an Xbox thing, so we're not doing it because it's Xbox," So, and whatever Jeff Keighley decides to do this year, to stop whatever Xbox game can get nominated, he's gonna do. So that's gonna happen somewhere in there too. So I mean, you think about it though, because Hi-Fi Rush could be in there. This could be in here. Starfield can be in there. Baldur's Gate's definitely gonna be there. Zelda's probably gonna be there. They only got room for what, like 6, right?
Is it how many?
I think it's usually about 6 games.
He extended it to 7
one
of those years. Nah, Fred's right. It was it was 6 most of the years.
It's usually 6.
To get that PlayStation game in, he did extended it to 7 games that year. I forgot which game it was, but he did that.
But you also got to remember that they put at least one indie in there.
Yeah, they always throw an indie in. That's what I'm saying. There's always that one game out of nowhere that gets added in as well. So like we're not expecting to see. But I just named off like 5 right there, and that's not even including the indie. Well, if you want to put Hi-Fi Rush in there, which is, I really don't think it was an indie, but like, something's gonna get dropped out. Unless they do 7, but you're still gonna miss. There's a lot of games this year, so. But Starfield's definitely gonna be in there. If it's not, I'm fucking boycotting.
Yeah, what kind of world do we live in if it's not nominated, bro? Like, seriously.
It's probably gonna be the biggest game, even though like Baldur's Gate's out there, and it will be on Xbox at some point. But even though that's out there and it's getting high scores right now, I'm not hearing, and maybe I'm just not seeing it. I'm seeing people with their experiences with Starfield and the random shit like we just talked about that we ran into on Starfield. I'm seeing it all over Twitter. Oh, yeah. I'm not seeing anybody talk about Baldur's Gate other than the scores they're just getting. That's it. That's all they're talking about. Oh, the scores are great. It's a great game. But they're trying to downplay Starfield. But everyone's playing Starfield right now. I haven't looked at an image for Baldur's Gate, but again, it's not on Xbox. So, but you would think that these Sony fans would would jump off of the Starfield hate and play Baldur's Gate, but it may not be their kind of game either. So
my question is, how many people actually bought Baldur's Gate on PlayStation?
Oh, it's probably big on the PC.
At one point in time, hold on. At one point in time, it was like the #1 selling game on the PlayStation. So
that's because they ain't got nothing else out right now.
But you asked how many people bought it, and I'm saying it did hit #1 at a certain point in time. So that means there was a bunch of people who did buy it. Whether or not they're still playing it, that's a different story.
Exactly. I think a lot of people did buy it, and then probably are never going to play it or going to play it.
They're not going to finish it. They're not going to.
Yeah, they're never going to finish it because they're like, oh well, it's too convoluted. It's not
too much to do.
And there's too much to do.
No one's talking about it. I want to play Starfield.
Yeah. It's
everyone else is playing Starfield. I want to play Starfield. And you know what? They get that FOMO once they see a lot of people playing it.
Yeah.
All the people, they had these so-called built-up PCs that they claimed they had before, when Game Pass came out. Well,
Well, what happened when they came out with the 40 series? Everybody had to get new motherboards, and nobody got the new motherboards. So you know what I'm saying? They're kind of left behind. That's why.
Well, here's the crazy part. Like, this is on Game Pass on cloud, right?
Yep.
So, like, get you a fucking month subscription to Game Pass. If you don't want an Xbox, just play it on the cloud. On your fucking PC.
Dude,
believe it or not,
subscriptions are definitely
loads
up
pretty quick.
on Game Pass.
Cloud loads pretty quick on in cloud games. Just like PC.
There's been a pretty long queue at points in time lately. But yo, Sir X-Man, I gotta ask you, man, in terms of Game of the Year nominee. I'm not saying Game of the Year winner. I feel
It'll be a nominee.
Okay, because I feel it should probably win. Like, I don't see anything coming up that could match the scope and kind of like, dare I say, the awe of again, what Pred said. If you go out there on Twitter, man, you just see people sharing all these different experiences.
Remember when Elden Ring came out?
And it was similar. Very similar.
For, which one was going to be Game of the Year? The game that had the longest, what was that word? More time people play than any other game, instead of those short games that end. I'm sure Baldur's Gate has an ending, but the games that lasted the longest and everyone was talking about, ends up winning Game of the Year. It Takes Two is an exception. We don't understand that one. But those are usually the games that win. The ones that are stuck in everybody's mindset. And as much as this game has been pushed out, this game has been talked about way more than Baldur's Gate. This game is being more talked about than Spider-Man. This game is being more talked about than, I'm sorry, Dark, but the Nintendo game, the Zelda game.
Zelda?
Yeah, more than Zelda. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. This is the highest talked about game all year. So, despite that stupid score, when it should be higher, and I've seen lower scores win Game of the Year before.
Honestly, 86 is not bad, dude. That's not even a bad score at all. I don't know why people make a big deal out of it.
The reason why it's lower because you got all your bots up in there messing it up. You know what I'm saying? That happens with Xbox games. You know this already. But I think it has about an 85%. Not trying to go with the stupid score thing. Don't confuse it. I think this game has a real good chance of getting Game of the Year. And once everybody finishes Spider-Man, they're going to be like, that's it? There's
There'll
no
be
more?
DLC coming out for this, and they'll be ready to play this again.
That's the truth. And we got mods, so this game's going to last for years, dude.
It's not just mods, but they have content planned as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got the Legendary Edition, or you bought, that Legendary kind of like package to get the early access, you get the first DLC, which is called Shattered Space. Shout out to Jamie Moran. Yeah, I was excited about that when I saw that.
I can see the next Spider-Man, the Porky Pig edition, with the Porky Pig that was in Spideyverse.
Yeah,
I could see that as the next Spider-Man, Spider-Man 3.
yeah.
Calm
down with your Spider-Man hate, Sir X-Man. Calm down.
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I got it on PC. I like it.
You just said they're gonna do a collaboration with Porky Pig, bro.
No. The pig.
There is Spider Pig.
Yeah, there is Spider Pig. It will not surprise me if they do that.
I got you, man. I got you. Yo, guys, on that note, we have come to the end of the show.
Damn, it's time already.
Yeah, thank you
Back in the Starfield.
so much to the chat. Yeah, I gotta get in there. I gotta steal a shit before I go to bed, man. It is now a thing. Yo, I was planning on streaming the game. When it went live.
To see you stream.
Now, what happened was, unfortunately, I don't know. I had an electrical issue where every time, like, I would have my computer and everything all set up and I was ready to stream, I would blow a fuse in the room. Like
Police came in and fucked up your shit.
I had to rework my electrical situation, but yeah, so like that's an issue. I have The Expanse as well. I'm gonna be streaming out content for that game. Definitely check that out.
I'm gonna try Crime Boss this weekend. It's a free weekend for Crime Boss, starting today.
Okay,
so
well, I can only go so much because anything I do is going to be in between Starfield. So, but with that being said, shout out to the chat. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It is that time, you know, like a 40-year-old with a comb over. It is time to get those plugs in, and let's start it. Let's start with the very energetic Sir X-Man tonight. Yo, Sir X-Man, it is time for the outros, brother. What do you have for us?
On Monday, I'm going to be on Boomstick's show, because they're talking, me, Fuzzy Belvedere, Boom, and who else they got, talking about Forza. So I can't wait for that. Other than that, not much. If K-Mega get back, we'll do GRG tomorrow.
If there's a chance he's not coming back? Is that how good the vacation is, man?
He's on a cruise with his girl. Haven't you seen his pictures he put up?
Yeah, but cruises. The great thing about cruises is they come back, though. You're saying he's not coming back.
I don't think he's going to be back until next week. So we will probably have a GRG.
Okay. I don't know.
We'll know. He'll let us know. He'll put it in the post.
You hear that, Mega? They're waiting for you, Mega. They can't stand not having a show on Friday, Mega. Do you hear this?
No, not really. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet.
You can't say that and then what you just said before. You're
I said just like you. If he has this show, I'll show up.
I'm just saying. I have too many games to play. I'd rather not.
This man is seriously bipolar, yo. How do you say one thing and then the direct you should have been a politician, Sir X-Man.
Shoot, I almost didn't even make it to this show.
Sir X-Man should have been a politician. I swear. Yeah, bro. But let's see. Next, let's go to the angry otter himself, Mr. Optimus. Now, Dark. We all know straight to Starfield right after the show, right?
Yeah, probably. I'm kind of going Baldur's Gate 3 one day and then Starfield the next day. So.
How come you're not streaming anymore, Dark?
I just don't have time for it, dude. I want to play games, you know. And,
he said your mom didn't pay him enough money.
And it's cutting into my gaming time, and I just don't. So.
He wants to be able to game and not have to entertain at points in time, and
yeah, that's yeah.
I know that feel, yo, bro. Trust me, I know that feeling when people are like, yo, when I'm like, yo, playing a game, like you should stream. It's like, yeah, but that adds a whole other layer. Right, taking me away from the game a little bit, you know.
It does a little bit.
Yeah, I got you, man. I hear you.
But yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. And as always, you guys can find me here every Thursday on the next podcast and every Friday on the GRG podcast on K-Mega 405's channel. And as always, Spot, it was fun, dude.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Definitely, man. It's good to know that we're playing the same game. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I know, dude. We sometimes we play completely different games, but yeah, this time, you know, we have a game that we're both playing.
That's all I gotta say. If this game was co-op, man,
I'm glad it's not. Honestly, I'm so glad it's not. Because honestly, I would be like, I would probably leave you behind, Bot.
Me and my son would probably be the most ruthless pirates, like, in the game. I can almost guarantee that. It wouldn't even be
I'd be hunting you down. That's what I'd be doing in the game. I'd be hunting you down.
Okay, I said co-op. I didn't say, like, PvE now. Like, you're getting a little crazy here, bro.
That would be cool. If they added that would be cool.
Bob, before we go, I did have one quick question. I asked other people in chats. At a scale of 1 to 10, how addictive do you think this game is?
11.
9.
I agree with Prey at 9.
9, so I finish it.
Right, yeah, no, it's definitely a 9.
Here so we can go play Starfield. And you're
asking. Yeah, no, you can tell it's a 9 because he's like trying to tell you, like, okay, it's a 9. Let's go.
I agree. No, I agree with Prey. He's right.
No, I definitely, because the mystery. The mystery and the exploration, that's the 9 addictive factor for me. Dark, did you number addictive?
I would say
22.
I would no. I would
If you
give it
did that Baldur's Gate, just put it like that.
honestly, I would give both a 9.
Sounds about right.
There you go. That's good. That's what I've been getting in most of the chats when I've been putting them asking people. They've been saying 9, 9, 5s.
I think Baldur's Gate and Starfield are examples of the pinnacles of their genres. Right now,
for sure.
That's
Oh,
exactly
for sure.
that, so it's like you know, basically comparing one mountaintop to another mountaintop. You know, either way, you're on top of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Nice. And let's see here. Let's go to Predator. Pred, it's your outro, man. What's up?
Nothing, man. See y'all next week.
Nice.
Maybe I'll be done with this game by then.
No,
Hey, maybe you'll have another
No,
day
he
to
won't.
play because
Guys,
maybe he won't be here.
I know I won't. I definitely won't. But guys,
See, he won't be here.
yo, thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Also, hit the thumbs up button. You know, help that algorithm out there. Let people know about the next podcast. Yo, I do apologize to Mr. Boomstick. We did run out of time. Until next week. On next podcast. Have a great night, everybody.
Later.
Peace out.
Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece Edition. Unrelenting. Pay more, win more. 5 stars. Get all the action with clear on the substance. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece will totally blow you away. With over 200,000 combinations of temporary in-game purchases to completely decimate your war chest. Fantasize and customize as we monetize and capitalize in maximum overdrive. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece. More action, more destruction, more microtransaction requirements than any other game. It's unparalleled. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece coming soon from Brain Drain Games. It's not in the game. Unless you separately purchase each character, world, element, model, and texture. Also coming soon. Mobile FPS MMAIDGAF 4DHD Double D. The next level in hyper-simulated nonsense from Brain Drain Games. It's not in the game.